Today, we're going to take a word you probably use every single day, and we're going to pull it apart. And by the end of this, I promise, you'll see it in a completely new light. So let's just dive right in. Take a look at this number, 850. Now, what if I told you that's all the words you need? Seriously, 850 words to say pretty much anything you want in English. Sounds kind of crazy, right? But this isn't just some random number. It's the magic number behind something called Basic English. This was this really ambitious project to create a super simplified version of English that, anyone in the world could learn fast. The whole goal was to strip the language down to its absolute essentials for clarity. But that begs a pretty huge question, doesn't it? I mean, how can a system with such a tiny vocabulary actually work? Can you really express complex thoughts about technology, morality, you name it, with a tool set that's small? To find out, we're going to zoom way in. We're going to put just one of those 850 words under the microscope. It's the perfect test case. A word we all think we know inside and out, a word that seems about as straightforward as it gets. Clean. All right, so first things first, let's start with the obvious one. The meaning we all learned as kids, the most direct, literal definition of the word. This is it, right? Clean in its purest form just means free from dirt. No smudges, no dust, no grime. This simple physical idea is the foundation for everything else that's about to follow. And this example just nails it. This sentence is exactly what you picture when you hear the word. It's tangible, it's physical, it's super easy to get. But this is just the beginning of the story. Now we get to see how this simple idea starts to build. And this is where it gets really fascinating. See, the real power of a system like Basic English isn't just in the literal definitions. It's in how those core ideas get stretched into these powerful metaphors. And just like that, clean is no longer about physical dirt. Here, we're taking that concept of being free from dirt and applying it to the environment. So the dirt in this case is pollution, something unwanted and harmful. Look at this example. Wind energy doesn't produce smoke or smog. So it's metaphorically clean because it doesn't leave that residue of pollution behind. The core idea, getting rid of something negative, is exactly the same, but the context has completely changed. And this is how a small word starts to do some big work. And what's really interesting is how we take this one step further into the realm of morality and ethics. Clean can mean something is fair, legal, or just good. The dirt here is corruption or cheating or illegality. This slide shows that jump perfectly. Clean hands literally means no dirt on your hands. But from that simple idea, we get a clean fight, which means a competition without any cheating, or a clean driving record, one that's free from violations. It's the same word, just operating on a completely abstract level, which is absolutely essential for a limited vocabulary to function. And you can see just how strong this metaphor is by looking at its opposites. When we talk about a dirty fight or a dirty business deal, we're not talking about mud, are we? We're talking about something wrong, illegal, or unfair. The antonyms just map perfectly across both meanings. And the word stretches even further to talk about time and history. A clean start means being free from the dirt of the past. No baggage, no mistakes, no prior record. It's a blank slate. This is such a deeply human desire, isn't it? To just wipe away what came before and begin again. And a language like Basic English has to rely on simple, everyday words like clean to express these incredibly powerful, universal ideas. The word also has an aesthetic meaning. In this case, clean means being free from clutter or any unnecessary complexity. It's all about visual purity and simplicity. In design, a clean look is smooth and uncluttered. It helps us focus on what's important. So here, clean basically means being free from distractions, another powerful metaphorical leap from that original meaning. And of course, we can't forget that clean isn't just something you describe, it's something you do. The word also functions as this really powerful, versatile verb. And the verb brings us full circle, right back to that original, literal meaning. To clean is the act of making something free from dirt. It's the process that gets us to that state of being clean. And here it is in action. A simple, direct command that everyone understands. It's the physical act of removing clutter and dirt to create order. So after seeing all these different sides of a single word, what does this tell us about language and that whole idea of Basic English? Okay, so here's the key takeaway. You might think having one word for so many ideas is a weakness, but for a system like Basic English, that's the entire point. This flexibility is what gives a small vocabulary its immense power. You don't need a different word for every little concept when one core word can do the job. This shows that simplicity in language isn't about dumbing things down. It's about strategic efficiency. The genius of Basic English is that it builds an entire universe of meaning from just 850 flexible, metaphorical words. It proves you can use simple tools to explain incredibly complex ideas. And that leaves us with a final thought. We've just deconstructed clean. So think about other basic words you use every day, like run or get or make. How many different meanings are hiding just beneath their surface? What simple word will you never look at the same way again?